Right now at 3, Hollywood is on hold as actors join writers on strike. We're live with day 1 of the picketing and what this now means for your favorite show. The beach is going to be the place to beat the heat this weekend. We're tracking triple-digit temperatures in some spots in your first alert forecast. Plus,
one of the great summer traditions is now underway. I'm Alex Rozier in Costa Mesa, the first day of the 133rd annual OC Fair. We're going to show you around, show you the sights and sounds straight ahead.
The NBC4 News at 3 starts now.
we begin with that strike that has put Hollywood on hold. Actors and writers now together on the picket lines in what has become the biggest Hollywood labor fight in decades. Good afternoon, I'm Annabelle Sedano. The actors union SAG-AFTRA began the massive walkout in front of major studios and streaming companies. The WGA, of course, has already been on strike for weeks. Now they're getting the support of about 160,000 performers. The SAG-AFTRA board ordered to strike after midnight. Contract talks with film, television, and streaming studios failed. NBC4's Tracy Leong is live at Paramount Studios in Hollywood with day 1 of this major Hollywood strike. Straight.
Yeah, Annabelle, hundreds came here to Paramount Studios to strike. This is just one of 8 studios where SAG-AFTRA members are striking today. They joined members with the WGA, who's been on strike since May, a historical moment because this hasn't happened since the 1960s.
Day 1 of the SAG-AFTRA strike blocked studio entrances across Hollywood to send a powerful message.
The whole business model has changed, and if they don't allow us to change the contract to reflect on the new business model, what are we talking about? We're moving around furniture on the Titanic. We're all going to be put out of business.
SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher says the show of support is empowering for the 160,000 members fighting for a fair contract with AMPTP, the union representing studios. Demands from SAG-AFTRA include higher compensation for residuals on the streaming platforms and shows that perform well with viewers. Another big issue is the use of artificial intelligence.
I'm primarily a background actor, and I don't like the idea of being used, AI being used, using my image and not being paid for it.
According to SAG-AFTRA, the AMPTP productions that will be impacted by the strike include feature films, scripted dramatic television, and scripted new media. Productions not impacted include daytime serials, soap operas, talk shows, game shows, variety shows, award shows, unscripted productions, and commercials. A historical move for SAG-AFTRA to join WGA, who's been on strike for more than 10 weeks. The last time both were on strike at the same time was more than 6 decades ago.
I think there's no way that the CEOs and the boards of these companies can look at what's happening right now behind me and at every lot in LA and New York and elsewhere and come to any conclusion except we've made a tremendous mess of this and we need to fix it. We need to actually address the needs of these two unions.
AMPTP released a statement on the strike saying in part, rather than continuing to negotiate, SAG-AFTRA has put us on a course that will deepen the financial hardship for thousands who depend on the industry for their livelihoods.
LA Mayor Karen Bass reacting to the strike, saying it's clear the entertainment industry is at a historic inflection point, and she will be working with both sides to make sure they resolve this important issue. Annabelle?
Tracy, is there anything SAG-AFTRA members can still participate in?
Yeah, this is a very good question because there's more than 160,000 members. So their good news is there are still some productions and programs that many SAG-AFTRA members can participate in, including sound recordings, music videos, audiobooks, and podcasts.
All right, thank you very much for that update. So what does this all mean to you? Award shows may be postponed or canceled. As for the Primetime Emmy Awards, Fox is now looking at a January air date instead of September. We've had a lot of options for entertainment, but that's going to change. This strike will mean fewer shows and less content. And as a result, there could be more reality TV shows and competitions. And we need to mention Comcast, a corporation that owns our parent company, NBC Universal, is one of the entertainment companies represented by the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. Some employees of the NBC News Group are also represented by the WGA and SAG-AFTRA.
I'm Ted Chen in North Hollywood, which is home to a lot of businesses that cater to the entertainment industry that have been hit hard by the writer's strike and now risk further damage from the actor's strike. One estimate has the dual strike costing the LA economy some $30 million a day. Coming up, we'll talk to two businesses on the NBC4 News.
Thank you, Ted. And our coverage continues on air and online, giving you a closer look at how the strike has played out, why it's happening, and what could come next. And today, there's no other way to say it. It's hot. Clear skies all across Southern California this Friday afternoon, and record high temperatures are in the forecast for this weekend. Now, one spot where you can cool off is the Orange County Fair. You're looking at live pictures of all the food, fun, and festivities happening right now in Costa Mesa. But if you're inland, it's going to get really hot. Meteorologist Shauna Mendiola is tracking those temperatures. Shauna.
Find relief here this weekend. LAX 75 degrees right now near Costa Mesa, also in the upper 70s, but it's inland. As soon as you hit those inland spots that we get to the 80s and 90s, triple digits right now in the Inland Empire and those deserts. Now, here's where we sit. We have seen highs today at 105 in Lancaster, which is 5 degrees warmer than yesterday. We're going up as well in Riverside, Burbank, those inland spots in the 90s, and we continue to climb this weekend. So here's what to expect for the next few days. The hottest temperatures to come. We could be hitting or breaking records in terms of heat. So it just comes to show that your heat-related illness risk is going to go up. We've got a high risk of fire danger as well. And air quality is also being impacted from all this heat as that ozone cooks up. So we want you to be safe by being inside if you can. Limit your time outdoors during those peak hours of the day between 10 and 2 o'clock. That's where you're going to find the hottest temperatures. And then as we head to next week, we've got slight relief, but it does look like the heat is going to continue. That 7-day forecast coming up. We'll send it back to you, Annabelle.
Well, stay tuned. Thank you. The National Park Service is warning people to avoid hiking and other activities in the Santa Monica Mountains during the hottest hours. They say temperatures could reach 115 degrees in some mountain spots. Anyone who does go, remember to bring water and drink at least 1 cup every 20 minutes. And if you have dogs, they recommend you leave them at home where it's cool. Well, hiking or not, hydration is key this weekend. If you're going outside, take frequent breaks, avoid outdoor exercise, or do it early in the morning or in the evening. Stay cool, visit a pool near you, and keep an eye on others, especially the elderly and little ones. And you can put the power of the First Alert Radar Network in your hands with our NBC LA app. Just download it to any device, then sign up for instant weather alerts.
I'm Macy Jenkins in Crenshaw. Coming up at 4 o'clock, we talked to a family who's grieving the loss of their patriarch. An 85-year-old grandfather struck and killed in a hit and run last night here in this intersection. He was just headed on his way home after a day of work. His 41-year-old grandson in the hospital with severe injuries. Investigators now asking the public to help them track down the driver, who they say failed to stop.
I'm Karma Dickerson in Pomona, where a car has barreled through a domestic violence service center. Now, the car made it all the way out the other side, but parts of it are all over. The hood is even still inside that front room. Now, crews are working to board it up, but this building is red tagged. It's unsafe to go inside. So coming up at 4:30, what surveillance video reveals about what might have led up to this, and also what this means for people who rely on those domestic violence services.
Bye-bye, student debt, the major move impacting nearly 1 million borrowers, and what this means for those that don't qualify.
And what is a fair without food? Look at these turkey legs. There are a lot of them, and there's a whole lot more all over this fair. We're talking all things OC Fair. Straight ahead.
Right now, a suspect arrested after a decade-long hunt in a notorious serial murder case. The clues that police say helped track him down. Plus, our look at the controversial new barriers to keep migrants from crossing the southern border. Ahead on Nightly News.
Dozens of young people have now made their way to the renovated Los Padrinos Juvenile Hall in Downey. The move from Central Juvenile Hall happened over the course of 2 days. The I-Team told you about the expected move earlier this week following an inspection and approval by a state board. They also ordered 2 other halls closed down by the end of July after finding them unsuitable to house youth. The probation department says it is now evaluating. And more than 800,000 student loan borrowers are getting a big break. The Biden administration announced today it would automatically forgive student loan debt for certain borrowers. So who's eligible? Susan Hogan explains. And what about the millions of borrowers who aren't included?
That's right. So to be clear, this is for those borrowers who are paying back their loans through the income-driven repayment plan. So here's why they were chosen for this debt forgiveness. According to the Department of Education, the move is addressing administrative issues within the payment system. Under the income-driven repayment plan, student loan borrowers are eligible for forgiveness after 20 to 25 years of payments. But because of errors in tracking those payments, according to the Biden administration, many borrowers have been left paying well beyond their payment end dates.
So it's not everyone's in the program. It's specifically those, at the very least, as the administration presents it, those whose payment were not recorded.
The loan forgiveness is expected to total $39 billion, and eligible borrowers will be notified by the Department of Education in the coming days. Today's announcement comes 2 weeks after the Supreme Court rejected Biden's debt relief plan. Since then, the administration has been scrambling to come up with other debt relief programs through a different law called the Higher Education Act, but that is likely to face many legal challenges ahead. I'm Susan Hogan, News 4.
And you at 3, the Weinhardt East LA YMCA just got a makeover, and we're getting a look. The renovations include new equipment for the Wise Fitness Center and pool, which is the only indoor pool in Boyle Heights. There's also a new community development center that will provide free food distribution, a pet food pantry, and immigration support.
This re-grand opening started a long time ago. This re-grand opening means a whole nother thing for our community today because of the needs that exist.
Assemblymember Santiago helped secure $500,000 for the Community Development Center from the state budget. All right, let's talk the Mega Millions jackpot. Have you purchased your ticket? The jackpot is now at $560 million. The last time someone hit all 6 numbers was back in April. A ticket sold at a market in South LA came close on Tuesday, matching 5 of the 6 numbers. The Mega Millions drawing is tonight at 8. By the way, tomorrow's Powerball jackpot is $875 million. All right, going back in time, and we're talking BC. An iconic movie franchise comes to life this weekend in Orange County. A sneak peek at this prehistoric experience. It's here and it's happening. We're talking about the Orange County Fair. It's opening day at the fairgrounds in Costa Mesa. And of course, NBC4's Alex Rozier is there live with all of the action. Hey, Alex, how's it going?
It's great today. I mean, honestly, this is the first time that I've been to the OC Fair, and I can see why people keep coming back year after year. Take a look around here, right by the main gate, the blue gate. You see some of the rides, but as I found out, there's really so much to do. I wanted to know if there's something for everyone at the OC Fair. So when the gates opened, I took a look around. I'm over here at the Century Barn with Farmer Philip. Farmer Philip, tell me, who do we got right here?
This is Hoss over here on my left, and this is Howie.
But if oxen aren't your thing, maybe you'll like the goats or the sheep, the pigs, or all the baby piglets. There are also more than 200 shopping vendors here, and obviously, if you come to the fair, you better come hungry.
Well, we just had the bacon-wrapped hot dog. That was delicious.
Chicken Charlie's been here for 25 years. What is this all about here?
Hello, hello. Well, this is fun fried food at the fair. We got to give the people fun stuff every year. We want to beat the year before. So I'm always trying to concoct something new and different.
His new item this year, deep-fried s'mores on a stick.
We take jumbo marshmallows, put them on a stick, and we roll that in a chocolate fudge. And then we roll that in a bunch of broken up graham crackers. Dip it in batter, fry it, pull it out of the fryer, and top it with all that again.
But you can't have a fair without the rides, and there are more than 60 rides here this year. Yes, you have the classics like the Ferris wheel, but then you also have the huge slide, or if you want, you can be a little more daring. Either way, whether you're young or young at heart, I'm now convinced this fair
has something for you.
It's great energy. The fair looks beautiful. The weather is perfect. I can't believe that we're here already.
I want to show you a look at the ticket prices here. Closed Monday and Tuesday, but general admission tickets on Wednesday, Thursday, $13, $15 Friday through Sunday. Kids and seniors are $9. Kids 5 and under are free. This runs through August the 13th. As you look live there at the Raptor roller coaster, just one of the many attractions. On Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, it runs from 11 to 11, and Fridays and Saturdays, 11 to 12. And I'll tell you that it is hot out here, obviously. They've got water stations throughout. Also, for some of the adults, if you need a margarita, maybe a cold beer, they have that for you, too. So it should be a lot of fun for a few weeks here, Annabelle.
Hey, Alex, that roller coaster is my jam. I'm so into roller coasters. But, you know, with the fair comes an extensive concert lineup. Alex, who's set to perform this month?
Yeah, they have a good lineup actually here. I was looking earlier today. They got Smokey Robinson, Dwight Yoakam, Three Doors Down, Styx, just to name a few. There's a lot of entertainment. And then when they're not on the main stage, there's performers throughout the day. It's really a full event here from start to finish at the OC Fair. Annabelle.
Oh, fun weekend. All right. Thank you very much for that, Alex. And we have breaking news in Moreno Valley. You're seeing there a fire. This is video just in of the Rechi fire. The fire has already burned one home and has sent wildlife in the area running. Firefighters say this has now grown to 160 acres, but you can see lots of dry brush out there. We have NBC 4 photojournalist Ernesto Torres headed to the scene, as well as News Chopper 4, to bring you live coverage at 4. And right now we are looking live from the valley. Meteorologist Shana Mendiola is tracking your first alert forecast. A little haze out there, but man, do we know it is hot out there.
That's, I think, the big story from now all the way through next week. We've got the peak heat this weekend. We also have smog out there, as you can see, because the ozone's cooking up with all the heat. So as we look live again from the valley, Burbank is clocking in at 92 degrees. We've got haze out there, and we also have the heat. And because of the haze, we want to give you an update on what is an ozone advisory. This is going to be from today through Tuesday for everyone inland, for the Inland Empire, those mountains of Riverside and San Bernardino County, for us in LA County and the valleys, and up through Santa Clarita Valley. This is where we're going to see the ozone cook up because of the heat and also all those pollutants that are kind of settling down closer to the ground. So that means our air quality is not the best. With added smoke from that recent fire, I think we're going to see things get a little worse. So you want to limit your time outdoors, not just because of the smoke, but because of the heat. Check out these alerts. Everyone inland is dealing with a heat warning. That's what this magenta pink is. The deserts, for you in the Inland Empire, for you in the mountains as well. We're seeing the heat up to about 102 this weekend for some, 120 for some of those desert communities. And the orange that you're seeing here on the map is a heat advisory where those highs are also looking very hot. Reason for these alerts is not just because the daytime highs are going to be hot. It's because overnight we don't have relief from the heat. It gets cooler, but it only gets as cool as 70 to 80 degrees. So we've got minimal cooling, and that could be, again, dangerous for those who do not go to areas where we've got effective cooling. AC, shade, limited time outside. You really want to be careful in the next few days as the heat continues. And it is strengthening because of a ridge of high pressure. Now, we've been following this for the last few days. It continues to pass towards the west and north. So it's pushing up against our state here, not just for Southern California, but it's Northern California, too, that will see some heat in the next few days. We are going to continue to be below the jet stream even next week. So although we'll start to see those temperatures go down a bit, they're not going to go down very much. All right, West Covina, I know it says 9 there. You're about 95 for tomorrow. We'll continue to watch your temperatures. 113 for Lancaster, 107 for Santa Clarita, 107 for Lake Elsinore, 90s for Ventura County and Oxnard. The beaches will be the place to be because look at those 70s. You've got them every day here this week. Inland you go. We've got temperatures in the 80s for areas like LA, Orange County. Triple-digit heat for the valleys and Inland Empire. Valleys, you'll see that through Tuesday, and then you've got some improvement. I say some because we'll still be in the upper 90s for you Wednesday through Friday of next week. Inland Empire temperatures don't go below 103, 105. That's going to be as cool as it's going to be for you next week. Will we hit records? We may, and we may even break some. So we'll continue to monitor that for the weekend, where the peak heat is going to be on Saturday, Sunday, and for some on Monday as well. The mountain forecast, very hot, 91 for you tomorrow, 93 for Sunday, 80s to follow that. So really, I know we do have some improvement improvement, but it's slight. It's not going to be a big drop that we need, and we're going to still stay well above average because that dome of hot air is going to park itself right over us. So you're going to want to stay tuned to all the latest updates. Stay cool this weekend, stay safe, and stay alert. Check on one another as well as it continues to be hot. Summer-like heat on the way. All right, Annabelle, we'll send it right back to you.
Great tips. Thanks, Shauna. And NBC4 and Telemundo 52 are kicking off a new campaign to help students and teachers. It's called Supporting Our Schools, a donation drive that runs through July 31st. This is your chance to help fund local classroom projects and students in need. To learn more, just scan the QR code on your screen. You can also visit NBCLA.com/supportingOurSchools. We'll be right back. The Jurassic World movies roared to life this weekend in Anaheim. A live tour opens today at the Honda Center, and we got a sneak peek of the life-size dinosaurs thanks to NBC4 photojournalist Jeff Sharping.
All right, so obviously we have one of our stars of Jurassic World Live Tour, Blue the Velociraptor. This is Blue from the Jurassic World movies. A lot of our dinosaurs are taken from the actual franchise. Our big girls are actually made from the CGI models of the actual movie. So we are truly bringing the Jurassic World franchise to life here in your hometown. There's a lot of action, there's a lot of stunts. You can see that she gets very up close and personal with you. She's also very smart. She's one of the smartest dinosaurs to have ever lived. And this is Blue from Jurassic World. That's going to come to your hometown, and you'll be able to see her up close and personal. We've also got our T-Rex. We've got some of our other stars from Camp Cretaceous, Bumpy the Ankylosaurus for some of our younger fans out there. And then, of course, we have a heartwarming story where you're going to follow our heroes through Isla Nublar all across the world as they try and help save their dinosaurs and their technology from the InGen Corporation. We are playing here at the Honda Center in Anaheim, as well as the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles next weekend. Shows are Friday through Sunday. You can check out JurassicWorldLiveTour.com for more show times and ticket information.
Fun, fun. All right, if you'd like to connect with these creatures, we've got you covered. Just don't get too close. We've got all the details on our website, NBCLA.com. All right, well, Burger King's next meal is going hot peas. It's all to celebrate the release of the Barbie movie next week. The combo features a cheeseburger topped with bacon bits and dressed with a bright pink sauce that's described as a smoky flavor. Customers will also get plain Ken fries, a pink vanilla milkshake, and a pink frosted donut. Right now, it's only being sold at Burger King locations in Brazil. All right, so I guess we'll have to wait. Next on the NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt, a suspected serial killer, how detectives tracked down the wanted man, and how a pizza provided crucial evidence for an arrest. Plus, the new floating barriers at the border, why opponents say the system will make crossings and rescues even more dangerous. And Messi mania in Miami. The NBC Nightly News starts right now.